just going to let this keep playing. Matthew, really, you're videotaping this. By the way, if you Google Deborah Dapkus, this is the #1 thing that immediately appears. There's lots of nice pictures. So it's okay. This is a retirement thing. Okay, so we want to take a moment to give our thanks and appreciation and encouragement to Deborah for her long and loyal service to CX Loyalty as she's about to enter into the next journey called retirement. So very, very excited for her. I wanted to bring up something that she's already embarrassed about, but one of the first times I was in a casual environment with her, we still had our president named Eric Burton with us. Most of you guys know that gentleman. And I looked a little closer at Deborah's shirt she had on. It was a t-shirt, and it said I slept with Eric Burton. So I didn't really know what to think, but she seemed like a lot of fun. So Deborah started on November 10th, 1986. That was 33.1095 years ago, and 12,083 days ago. So I'm not trying to say that that's a bad thing. It's how many years of loyal service, so we really appreciate that. Those are the Carlson days. That's before Carlson divested quite a few of their business units. Back then, Carlson had 285 country kitchens, if you remember them. They had 200 plus TGI Fridays, 345 plus hotels, and the Carlson Travel Network. So it was a different age for sure. Before Norman and my time, as well as many of the folks here that have Carlson history. Another thing in 1986, the year she was hired, Carlson moved to cash in on its relationship with nearly 500 different travel agencies and raised the number of bookings for its hotels. So they opened up the Country Inn and Suites, and that theme was around Country Kitchen. So if you've ever stayed at one of those, I'm sure you have. So all of those thoughts around Carlson made me think of the statue sitting outside of the Carlson Towers. Who can tell me what the name of that statue is? That sculpture.
The Kirby.
Not that one, sorry. The one out front in the circular drive. You're there, you're close.
I know, I don't know what it's with.
It's a man in his dream. So as you look out to that, the Carlson Credo is there. And that Carlson Credo is, at least it used to be when I was there, still in all the elevators. Even when I rode up with Marilyn, you know, he's sitting right there staring at you in the face. And I think Kurt probably did that on purpose. So can anyone quote the Carlson Credo? I couldn't. Immediately when I asked Deborah, she got most of it right. So it is, whatever you do, do with integrity. Wherever you go, go as a leader. Whomever you serve, serve with caring. And whenever you dream, dream with your all, and never ever give up. So as I listen to that, I think of Deborah as whomever you serve, serve with caring. So I think everyone knows that Deborah, throughout her career at this company and away from the workplace, has been incredibly good about caring and helping others. I can think of a million different things she's done for so many different people here. She's always willing to jump in, be a good team member, help with any team project, and always looking out for the best for the company. So we appreciate that attitude and all those years of service. Furthermore, Deborah should be recognized for helping with individuals outside of the workplace. She's worked with developmental disabilities for over 26 years, and she still helps out with 2 individuals from the group homes that she donates time at, even to the tune of when I was talking to her about her Thanksgiving plans, she was taking out one of those individuals to stay with her and spend the holiday with her and get a break from the group home. So, pretty cool. So, thank you so much. We obviously want to recognize Deborah for 33 years of service. We're working on a bunch of different things. John's been kind enough to head up one of the efforts. Deborah had a desire, one of her bucket list items were to do an Amazon cruise. So we are going to fly her out to JFK with her good friend and traveling partner. And then we will get her into a business class lounge. We'll also spend some time, hopefully have some wine, and then get on board a 787 Dreamliner and be in business class lie flat seats down to Lima, Peru. And she'll spend, I believe, 10 days on the cruise if it all works out, and then head back up, and we'll get her home on a flight. So we want to thank her again for that, and that's one of the things we want to do. Retirement represents a fresh and new beginning in life, and we are very, very excited for her in that next journey and next season in life. So with that, everyone, please raise their glasses. Mine's just water. And here's to Deborah, and best wishes for her retirement, and thank you so much for her service.
Deborah. I thought Deborah would outlast me, actually. When I first joined CLTS then, Deborah was actually one of the first people I met. She probably won't even remember it, but my first day, it was a pretty small team. And Sue's last name, Sue Mo, walked me around the office to meet with everybody and introduced me as I was a potential candidate, and Deborah was one of the first smiling faces that I got to meet. And that smile has continued to permeate our organization ever since. I mean, it was well before my arrival, but on any given day, it doesn't seem like, how tough things might be going on in the organization or what struggles we might be having, and we've had a few. Deborah is the one person who's generally always smiling and always optimistic. Deborah has stepped in wherever we've asked over the years and taken on all kinds of crazy tasks in the organization. She's always, one of the first people I ever hand in the air when we're asking for help. And so, in addition to having a pretty active lifestyle, helping others outside the office, Deborah's always dependable to help out with things inside, particularly all the different activities that we have going on at any given point in time, which are all wonderful. There's also something about Deborah that you might not know. Who's been to a holiday party? Who's won more trips in this organization than anyone else? Now, Deborah's got a little secret that you might want to ask her about as to why she wins every year. I'm not going to tell you. Deborah, thank you very much for all your hard work, and thank you for your time. 34 years is outstanding, and at one company, it's unheard of any place. I don't know anybody who has put in that much time to put up with all of us. And it has truly been a pleasure for me, and I think I speak on behalf of everybody else, truly a pleasure for all of us to have had you in our lives. And so we wish you well in your future, and we hope more than anything, since we know she'll be traveling, that you keep checking in with us to let us know where you're at in the world and what things you're seeing. Thank you.
So I'm Chris Barnett. Deborah's on my team, and obviously losing her is going to be a blow to the team, and it's really going to be impossible to replace her. And not only because it's hard to get Rex through right now, but it's going to be difficult. To a certain extent, everyone's kind of stolen my thunder. You hear a lot of themes like always willing to pitch in, willing to do anything, great attitude, and always with a smile on her face, and that's what I've found as well in all my days with her. And I'm just a flash in the pan of the 34 years that you've been, but less than 2 years. And how do we know that she's got a great attitude? Well, another thing that you may not know about Deborah is she's got literally a collection of pure awards in her cubicle. I discovered one day, and I'm like, how is it? Are you getting them from other people? What's happening here when they retire? But no, she's won all of these. So she's very recognized within the company. For me, she's been the company historian. When I wonder where the dead bodies are, who to go find, and what's happening, how do things get to be the way they are, Deborah knows. And so that's been super helpful. Deborah maintains her calm all the time. She always has that smile on her face. She never has a mean word to say. Couldn't get her to say a mean word. Exactly. And she's always been interested in learning, and that's just been such a blessing in terms of working with her. So Deborah, you're going to be missed. Please come visit us, and hopefully you can make the company party or something like that. But please stay in touch, and we're so glad that you've got the opportunity to move on and do something really fun every day, hopefully in your retirement. So good luck to you. Best wishes.
I'll keep it clean there, kids. My name's Guy. I got the pleasure of working with Deborah for about 6 years together. And when I first started, the timing was just about that time where they do the kind of like the pulse survey. I'm not sure what it's called, where you do that annual survey of what do you think of everything going on here. And I'm like, I just started, I don't know. But one of the questions that was on that was, do you have a best friend at work? I said, strange, I don't know if I should be working here. This is kind of weird. And I kind of put it back in my mind, because I've never had that experience. And then Deborah, she became the bestest friend in the workplace that I've ever had. And it was hard, of course, when I had to move on, and she's not there next to me, and that was like a separation for me. Anxiety. But she remains to be a very special person to me. She inspires so much in myself and other folks to give as much as she gives to people that can't even give back, and just how much she cares about everybody else. You can see interactions, and she inspires the friendships that last beyond cities and companies and spans lifetimes. And I just really feel lucky to have her a part of my life, and I'm really proud to call you my friend. And I wish you the best of luck in your next stage.
When 9/11 occurred, we were flying, and all of us, having been in the travel industry a while, when we got off the plane, we didn't know what occurred. Our pilot did not tell us what had gone on, but we had a landing light, and we were on the ground. So I got off the plane, and I'm seeing all these people gathered around a television set, and there's a buzz. And Deborah and Elaine get off the plane. We're all like, that was the weirdest landing we've ever had. We have to get to rent-a-car because we have meetings to get to. So we trot on down to the rental-car. We get on the shuttle. I'm looking across and I'm commenting to these guys, wow, look at the guy over there with the dog. And he had a semi-automatic weapon on and a flak jacket, and I didn't notice. But I noticed the dog, and he was patrolling with the dog. And there was no air traffic in the air. We kind of missed that too. So we're on the shuttle bus. We're going to the Alamo to pick up our car. And so the driver is mumbling crazy. He sounds like he is drunk or something. We're staring at each other. There is another guy on the shuttle bus with us, and he calls his mother. And she says the Twin Towers have dropped. And so the guy driving the shuttle bus sounds normal now. And we're getting off the bus, and there was 2 cars in the lot because it was the Tiger Woods golf tournament. And in the meantime, we contacted the call center. They could find 1 room with a king bed for the 3 of us. So we went to work. We tried to have our meetings. We were meeting with MasterCard and doing things. And finally, we just called it quits at about 2:30 in the afternoon. And we took the car and we stopped at Walmart and we went shopping on the way out of St. Louis. And we bought tennis shoes and pants and necessities, jammies, and we road tripped it to Hannibal, Missouri, the home of Huckleberry Finn. And that's where we really got to understand what was going on, because we were trying to do work even though we understood it. So it was a really hard time, but for Elaine and Deborah and I, it was a huge bonding. And I'll never forget Elaine's famous words, "Iowa is just lovely." It looks like England. But we are all blessed to have Deborah in our lives. I've been blessed to attend Thanksgiving with her extended family, and all of us become Deborah's family. And that is precious to all of us, and absolutely important to continue to take what we've learned from Deborah and share.
I've been with the company 19 years. I've been in Minnesota 19 years. I moved here for the job to work for Connections Loyalty, and Eric Burden at the time, the president, said, "There's a person you need to meet," because he knew I was going to be a little bit lost, not knowing anyone, and it was Deborah. And so we've been working together now in the same office for 19 years. This is really hard for me, Deborah, you know that, right? And she even convinced me to buy a house in Northeast Minneapolis, walking distance from her house. And now, of course, she moved to Eden Prairie, still in Northeast. So, but, you know, through Deborah, I've just met so many great friends. She knows so many people, more than anyone I know. And like I said, she's just the best friend you could ever have. I'm gonna miss you.
Although I have taken some of the candy out of the machine, you're missing it tomorrow. I worked with Deborah 28 years ago at Carlson. I did not last 12,000 some days. I lasted about 120. It was the era of, any of you listen to FM 107, Lori and Julia. It is, we all worked together at Carlson at the time. I was there when they instituted the medical plan, and we had to take urine tests. And I will never forget Marilyn standing in front of us, Mrs. Carlson, showing us how to do it. And that is a true story. Here's what I want to say. First of all, thank you to all of you. Having known Deb, of her history here, you were all family to her. And a woman who has given so much. And I think we all go to events and hear about, yeah, they were great, blah, 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 get them out the door. Everything everybody said about Deborah is not just true, it's less than true. Because this woman has given so much to people that have nothing. But she had that ability partly because she came here every day to a great family of people. And so as a friend of hers, I want to thank all of you for having created an environment where this giving woman could come and be appreciated. So I think you all need to give yourselves a pat on the back. She will be truly missed. And if you do want the secret to the free trips at the holiday party, I do have it.
Okay, I am just verklempt over this. It's more than I ever could have imagined. Just first of all, having been very humbled to have been part of this whole journey that we've had, from the very inception of the company to where it is today. It's like nobody could ever have imagined that that's where we would have gone that many years ago. And when I look back at my career, I feel the same thing. I never thought I would have been able to go to the places and see the things that I've seen and meet the people, do the things that I've done. I mean, it never, when I was growing up in Spring Park, Minnesota, I never thought that I would be doing the things that I'm doing. And meet all of you guys, it's very overwhelming, and I appreciate everybody and all of the work that you put in and all the kind words. And I know it'll hit in tomorrow when I'm at home, or tonight when I'm at home. So I just thank you guys. I love all of you, and appreciate everybody.